anytime that you work your tail off to get down into the red area and we're not scoring touchdowns, that's not helping our team. And I think our overall third down's got to improve. We got to keep our defense off the field. That's what we're all about, is time of possession, and we lost it tonight. But the effort was excellent. There was a lot of young players out there that did some good things, and we got to coach better and keep grinding.
And what's something exciting you saw from Kiehl Frazier tonight?
I thought I told him that his #1 job was to go out there and get the snap and manage the team. His first time as a starter, he did that. And there's some things that he did quite well tonight. But I got to coach better. We got to improve him, and he will. And we just can't lose our edge on preparation and keep improving.
How do you increase the completion percentage, put him in spots?
Yeah, that's definitely an area that we need to improve on. There was some times that we missed some guys that we should have made some plays, but that'll come. And at least he was going to the right spot with the ball. Now we need to make the play. Great quarterbacks, when plays present themselves, and make the play. And he's going to improve every time he walks out.
How did he sound when you were communicating with him during the game and halftime?
He was excellent. Even Kiehl, didn't get too high, didn't get too low. Thought he managed the team quite well. He did a good job in terms of time management. There was a lot of checking that was taking place, and I thought for the first time going out there with multiple checks, some of those big runs that we had, he was checking the play.
This is like Coach always says, not talent issues, just stuff that has nothing to do with our talent, just penalties, bad snaps, bad throws, bad reads, not talent issues.
How do you think you did in the decision making?
I did all right. I didn't do as well as I expected myself to do. There's a lot of mistakes, a lot of plays left out on the field, so I'm definitely going to work a lot this week to get ready for this mistake.
Did you feel nervous?
Yeah, at the beginning of it, I felt about as nervous as I thought I would. Once I got settled in, it wasn't bad.
At what point would you say you got settled in?
Really, after that throw to EB, I felt like I got comfortable.
Kiehl, what did you learn from this first start?
Just whenever you got opportunities, you got to make them. It seems like it's a long game, but it's not, and you don't have that many opportunities. So when you get some, you got to make plays.
How do you think you felt in your first game? How do you think you played in your first game?
I played all right. If I had to grade myself, I'd probably give myself a C. Just for a first-time starter, that was probably average. I wanted to play a lot better, but we got to get back to the drum.
It's just signs that we made mistakes and we need to mature more. We can't just sit here on a crutch saying that we're young. Alabama's not going to care how young we are. LSU's not going to care. Mississippi State's not going to care how young we are. So we just need to correct our mistakes, really. Trey played a lot last year, and not to pick on Trey, he had a phenomenal night running the ball, reading and cutting back, and he made a mistake. We all make mistakes, and let's grow from it.
Sorry if you've already addressed this, but Kiehl Frazier, what were your thoughts on that?
Like I said, I'm very proud of Kiehl. We knew he could be a leader of this team, and tonight he really stepped up and was kind of the general on the field. And it stinks not to win your first game as a starter, but he's a competitor, and he'll come out next week and better, and we'll all come out better next week and respond.
What did you learn about this offense tonight?
We learned we can run the ball. We did a great job running the ball in the zone, and running backs did a great job cutting back. All of our young offensive tackles, Avery and Greg, the freshman, did a great job, really stepped up. And I think that's going to be our identity this year, is running the ball.
Biggest areas y'all need to improve on offense?
I'd say red zone. Like I said earlier, we're not going to be able to win games if we only get 3 points every time we're in the red zone. And it's nice to have an outlet like Cody Parkey who's going to make the field goals when we need him to, but we need to score 6 instead of 3.
Coach, not exactly a return to the dome that you were looking for.
No. Again, it was a game that I think we had opportunities, and we missed opportunities, and Clemson deserves credit. About the quarterback and running back were the superior players on the field.
Talk about what you thought the biggest breakdown on the defense was.
The tackling. Poor tackling.
Moving forward, what's going to be the key for you guys to improve for the season?
You just got to get back to work. There's no shortcuts. It's hard work. We'll evaluate this thoroughly. appreciate what he did from a decision standpoint. And we just got my goal from the beginning is to get better through the season. We got a lot of work to do. We know some of the issues. Just got to keep emphasizing and hammering it.
Did you like the assignment and the guys getting lined up the way you wanted?
I thought we were a little bit off, with the pace of what they did. But for the most part, it was in the average area. I think in the game, communications were not as good as they need to be. Somebody that's pacing. So, but again, that's coaching too.
Daren Bates tonight. What'd you think?
Well, I like his leadership. He fought through some stingers and some things physically that is a good sign. It's a good thing for all the guys to see from a senior leader.
Up front, your front seven, what do those guys need to do a little bit better to help the run defense?
Well, again, a lot of our run issues tonight were on the perimeter. Big long stretch play outside that we fit it right. We're right there. We kind of sling the guy on the ground, and he stays up and goes for a long run. We've got a free hit on him later on. We just or on a tailback that is, and we just we missed it. We had a flyby on a tackle, and he has another explosive run. So we just have, in all fairness to everybody, we've got to look at it, evaluate it, and keep all the positions competitive right now to help us get better.
I mean, it was bad at all. We were just like telling each other keep your heads up. This is only one game in the season. It's just we played a really good team, and we just got a lot to look forward to.
You really got the board. You had 4 sacks in the first half. I guess you had 2 of them. Y'all didn't sack him in the second half. What was kind of different?
I mean, he was getting the ball off quicker. He was, as soon as he'll get it, he'll dump it off somewhere. That was like the biggest thing. But if we keep on working at it, it's going to come.
D and Gabe getting into the backfield, creating havoc back there.
That's great. More the merrier. It's like during last year we didn't have that many defensive ends and defensive tackles due to injury. Having these players come up right now and make plays right now, that's only going to set them up for the future. And then the people are that's a backup role. They're going to see that and want to play like that. It has an effect.
Corey, the guys in the front four sort of take it personally when y'all give up 300 yards like that?
Say it again?
The guys in the front four.
We take it personally. We're going to, we're already talking about having meetings, on Sunday, our day off on Sunday, just to talk to each other, encouragement, all that stuff.
Coach VanGorder's message for you after the game? For you guys?
I mean, really, just to keep working. It's never fun to lose. It's never fun to do that. But just get things corrected, get the mistakes corrected, and just keep getting better. Thanks, Jake.
Did their tempo affect you guys getting lined up right and doing everything the way you know how to do it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a fast tempo. I think at first we were a little caught by that, but I think we settled in early and we got that down fairly quickly. But again, it's all about executing plays. It's all about making tackles and individual players making plays, doing your job. And I felt like there was just some plays here and there, explosive plays that didn't get done. We had the game won. There was a lot of ups and downs in this game, a lot of ebbs and flows. But we just couldn't pull it off, and it never feels good to lose. You just gotta come back next week and work harder.